In today's video, we're going to be talking to you about the keys to helping you manage your metabolism and end the yo-yo diet. Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is William Grazione. I'm the owner of The Educated Dieter, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the 3 different phases of transformation that we utilize inside of our nutritional coaching practice, The Educated Dieter, where we are a team of coaches that work globally with clients all the way around the world. And one of the biggest problems that we actually see is the individual that's constantly just trying to yo-yo diet, and ultimately just getting from one low-calorie diet to the other low-calorie diet to another low-calorie diet to another low-calorie diet, and ultimately losing calories or decreasing calories over the course of time while also increasing cardiovascular or exercise on the other direction. This ultimately leads a lot of people to feeling like they have become burned out, and it's for very good reason. You see, inside of the natural bodybuilding world, we understand the concept of metabolic adaptation. This is essentially a physiological response to high stress inside of your body that basically begins to slow down your metabolism, and that process actually begins to work against you. Have you ever wondered why your first diet was the most successful diet? Usually you lost weight the fastest, you were able to do little exercise, not have to cut your calories down to 1,200, 1,300, or 1,400 calories, and still were able to lose the weight. However, most of you did not plan for what to do afterwards. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 3 different phases that we like to take a client through to actually help them avoid metabolic adaptation and help them rebuild, repair, and restructure their metabolism for long-term health and longevity. The first phase that we like to take clients through that have a history of chronic dieting is called a restoration phase. Now, inside of a restoration phase, I think it's very important to identify a couple key things that we really want to be focusing on. Number 1 is going to be stress management, okay? Trying to take stressors away from the physiology so that you can actually relax yourself and get you out of this sympathetic dominance and into more of a parasympathetic state. The second thing we want to consider is the sleep patterns and the lifestyle patterns of the individual. So do you have really good quality sleep? Are you sleeping 7, 8 hours per night? And if you are in bed for that many hours, are you actually getting that amount of quality sleep per night? And if you're not, the reality of that is that that alone could be compromising your metabolism and making it harder to lose body fat, because research shows that even one night of poor quality sleep can actually elevate blood glucose, which in theory makes it harder to lose body fat, because of the fact when your blood glucose is higher, becoming insulin sensitive is actually harder. The next thing we want to talk about is actually fixing the body from the inside to the outside. So the 3 things that we want to discuss today are going to be the overall health of your adrenal glands, okay? So some of you are overstimulating on caffeine and various other stimulants. We want to limit those to maybe 1 or 2 caffeine drinks per day, and always stop taking in caffeine after 1 or 2 p.m., okay? Now, inside of that, we're going the adrenals first, then we're going with the liver. So we would ideally be cleaning up the diet using more of a Mediterranean style diet during this process, and also utilizing a few supplements to support these primary internal functions of the body, i.e. using an adrenal support supplement, using a liver support supplement, and then also utilizing a GI detoxification or GI health supplement, because the reality is many people's diets are very low in fiber. So we essentially want to get your body detoxifying, going to the bathroom every single day as normal, not feeling constipated, not going to the bathroom for 2 or 3 days. That is no way to live, and that is not a healthy body. So those are the things that we like to do during a restoration phase. On top of that, we're also stopping the diet. We're stopping the low calories. And our quest with your calories and your macros is to basically get you to a place where you are at maintenance calories or close to maintenance calories. Our goal is not to have you gain a bunch of weight or gain a bunch of fat, but our goal is to give your body what it needs in the specific amounts of fats, carbohydrates, protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and supplementation support. Now, once we have finalized the restoration phase, now you are in optimal health, and this is a phenomenal time where you would then partake in something called a reverse diet or a recovery diet. Now, inside of this phase, be mindful that you're eating more calories, thus have more energy, and all of your internal metabolic processes can actually begin to crank back up. You see, the biggest problem with yo-yo dieting is that nobody actually recovers from the diet. They'll go from one diet to the next diet to the next diet, and the little baby gaps in between diets is not sufficient enough to help them bring back their sex hormones, help them lower their stress, or help them bring back their thyroid hormones, which is essentially why so many women are in a position where they have developed hypo or underactive thyroid function. And please be mindful that your thyroid hormone T3 is the primary driver for all metabolic processes. So we really want to put you in a position during a build phase to build more lean body mass, to strengthen those bones, to strengthen those muscles, and to actually build more of the most metabolically active tissue you have, which is muscle. And be mindful that the more muscle you have, the better opportunity you have to live an insulin-sensitive life, which is fantastic for promoting longevity and living a longer life. All right, and last but certainly not least is going to be the lean phase or the burn phase, which is where we would take somebody through a fat loss diet utilizing our methods at The Educated Dieter, which we call the Diet Smart methods, because we're essentially using things like diet breaks, refeed days, and various other modalities of fat loss that we like to utilize with our clients, because we notice that if you can protect the metabolism during a time when you're trying to put them into a lean phase or apply a stress to their body to help them lose body fat, the smarter you can do that, in many cases, the healthier their metabolism is at the end of the fat loss phase. You could also consider supporting some of those hormones that I mentioned earlier that are negatively impacted by low-calorie diets or fat loss phases. Be mindful that a diet, a low-calorie diet, is a stress. And the things that are oftentimes the most affected during a fat loss phase for any man or woman, number one is going to be your androgens or your testosterone, okay? Number two is going to be the thyroid health. Number three is going to be your stomach acid. So under high stress circumstances, you actually lower your stomach acid. And then you would also typically want to use something to help you manage stress. So something like an adaptogenic herb, like an ashwagandha, would be very, very beneficial for you. And those are some things that you would want to do during a fat loss phase. I hope that inside of this video, I was able to teach you 3 different phases to get you away from the one phase of just going on a diet and yo-yo dieting and not being concerned about your health. I hope that I was able to expand your mind a little bit and get you to think about the 3 phases that I listed out in this video. If you want, you can go back, you can watch those things back over, but I want you to think about a professional athlete and how they break up the season. And then they take the rest of the season off to recover, to heal from their injuries, to build metabolism, to build muscle. Why aren't we inside of the health and fitness space doing the same thing? So just think about the seasons for a second. Summer, fall, winter, spring. We should have similar seasons with regards to how we treat our body so we can actually recover from all the demands that we place on our physiology. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Really appreciate y'all. And if you have any questions for me, you can either leave them in the comment section down below, or you can follow me on Instagram right here, and I will answer your question in the next Hey Coach video. Thank you so much for checking this one out. We appreciate you. God bless you. See you in the next video. Peace.